Well, I just want to get one thing straight. I couldn't give a flying monkeys whether somebody's taking a hit out on me or not. I don't care. In fact, I'll even show you where I am. So, let's go back to the beginning, how all this started. Um, right. Since I've formulated a friendship with Emma Cockrell, it's just caused a massive, massive divide, and I'm getting sick and tired of being the person at the front who's to take the blame for people's own words and own actions. Now, it all started right at the beginning when I doxed that Instagram group, and Ash was going around saying that I speak to Emma, blah 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 blah. There's only one slight bit of truth in that, and that was I was speaking to Emma, but that was for like a week or two prior to him saying that. He was trying to put it out there, but I've been speaking to her for years, and I've been playing all sides. So I said to Babs, I told her that I am speaking to him. I can't lie to you. I've been speaking to her the last few weeks. She wasn't happy about that. And I think her reaction was, she went quiet. She said, "This is enough to make me leave YouTube." So I fired up a live later, a few weeks later. I think Babs came on and booted Emma off again. I don't know why. I think all she did was come in a comment and say hi. I already told the reason why I spoke to Emma offline. I thought it was all cleared. Babs came back with the excuse that I didn't tell her that we were friends. Me and Emma were friends. That's why it's my fault that she kicked her off. It's my fault she kicked her off. I already told her I'm talking to her. I'm not enemies with her by the way I'm talking to her, by the reason why I said I was talking to her. And then it just started getting from bad to worse, getting more and more deeper. It's just like an obsession. I've got people calling me up saying, "Why are you getting involved with this lady? Why are you getting involved?" I know who was the organ grinder behind it. I had phone calls from Chris saying that they don't want to be dragged into any Northeast shit. Like, Chris, your name's never been mentioned behind the scenes, but then you come online and you say shit when you're drunk and stuff like that, and then people react because of stuff that you said. And Emma reacted because of something which Bab said. You had me in the middle. I haven't said anything to anyone. And everyone's saying I'm the one to blame for this. I'm the one for the blame for the divide. Okay, how about if this had happened for a scenario? How about if like people said, okay, she's your friend, she's not our friend, but you took, it's not their business. None of this shit would have happened. None of it whatsoever. I'll be getting phone call after phone call after phone call after phone call after message after phone call after phone call, and this goes on. I'm not going to come up with like dates and times and fucking timelines and fucking surveillance reports, whatever people want. I'm just telling you what happened. If they want to do that, that's up to them. But for some reason, me talking to Emma has caused a massive divide. Now, Emma's done nothing wrong to me. She's done nothing wrong, so why would I want to... Why would I not want to talk to her? I don't... And all this, let's blow this myth out the water that I said people can't go on Axel's channel. I never said people can't go on Axel's channel. I never told people they can and can't go. I was asked if I could stay away from... I was asked to stay away from Axel's channel by a few people because they wanted to go on there. And I said no, because I've got a beef with Axel. And, if you want to go on there, that's fine, but I'm not changing my beef to suit your needs. So I never said you people can't go where they want to go, but apparently I can't speak to who I want to speak to, and that's where these double standards, made me blur a fuse. So one minute I've been told who I can and can't talk to, with a lot. Well, if I haven't been told, then I've been put under a lot of duress to not talk to that woman. I'll tell you what, if I'd done what I was told, like a good little dog, and said, okay, I'll stop talking to her, none of this shit would have happened. None of this divide would have happened. For some reason, I have to justify who I talk to offline. I can pick and choose my friends if I want. If you don't want to be friends with me because I'm who I'm friends with, that's your problem. You're Chris kicking ass. Sorry, kissing ass. You're Chris kicking ass because he's shat himself because he really doesn't want to get involved in this northeast shit. I don't want to get involved in it either. But by him coming online drunk and slagging her off, saying like, which I don't believe is an excuse just because you're drunk. I can't post a link. It's normal life. I don't want to go into a back and forth with people. I've just got to say what I've got to say. Who is that anyway? I smell horse poo. I can see you post your number. Post the link. I don't care about my number. I don't know who you are. I can't go to the channel like I used to. So I don't know who this is. I can't click on the channel activity. Sorry if I know you. Right, I see. I think I recognise your avatar. I can't go to channel like I used to. Oh, it's PD. PD, you jumped off the phone pretty quickly when you saw Paddy was on there. All those voice notes are going up. By the way, they're all going up. And I couldn't give a fuck. You don't make the rules. You don't tell me what to do. I'll do what I want to do. Anyway, I've been getting multiple phone calls, putting a lot of pressure on me to turn my back on someone who's never done nothing wrong to me. So, PD, you messaged me out of the blue, and I believe you and Liz are in cahoots, because my community post that shared my Instagram, which I put up, is only up for 5 minutes. Liz decided to ask, she posted under Emma's pictures of her house being attacked, asking Emma to contact her. Emma went to sleep. So I put a community post up saying, hashtag, or whatever it's at, tagging Liz into it. And I put my Instagram in there and 2 of my emails. She put a number in. I deleted that community post. All of a sudden I get a message off PD saying he's going to fucking put it on Axel. Now that to me stunk of a setup. Why would he want to tell me that? What do you think I'm going to get out of it? If you got a personal beef with Axel, that's your beef. That ain't mine. If somebody else on this YouTube has got a problem with him and they go around and doorstep him, unless I've got something to do with it, I don't give a shit. You can do what you want. Anyway, the only reason why I mentioned the death threat that happened to me this morning is because people are all getting into a hissy fits about death threats of their own. I ain't bothered. I'm just mentioning it because other people are mentioning it. I got a message off Chris this morning. It might have been yesterday. Oh, I got a message. Fucking Axel, shut up. It's gone. Weird. Very strange. Yeah, so basically, like, long story short, if people just left me alone to do with my own business, speak to who I want to speak to, didn't have an opinion about it, didn't call me up offline saying, oh, you can't be talking this, she's going to set you up, she's going to do this, she's going to do that. Look, you're entitled to your opinion, but don't go on and on and on at me and get other people to call me up and push their narratives across and blah and on and on. I'll tell you what, for some reason, which is what I can't get my head around, you know, I've had enough now. You know, people want to go to war with me, I'll go to war back. But for some reason, it's already been put out there that Emma apologised to Babs on a live, on Chris the Brick's live, and it was accepted. Babs has already admitted that. So Chris, you want to go through hours of looking through lives, it's probably been deleted by you. But she already admitted it, and that's already on record because it's on a public platform. But then she's sitting on a live with Humble, and all of a sudden I get a death threat, you know, from Humble. So, you know, I've always kept this amicable. You know, I drew a line in the sand to say basically that we just won't mention each other. But then I hear stuff like that. Then I have to start to wonder who's talking to who behind the scenes, because I've never ever wished any harm to Chris, Banter, and Babs. In fact, if I knew something and if any danger was coming their way, I would warn them, because the way I see it is just a falling out, like a political fallout. But this has gone way leagues above that. So if something does happen to me, and if you lot have been in cahoots behind the scenes, you're all getting done for conspiracy, and I can't grass you up because I'll be dead. Just think about that. Yeah, that's right, Castro. And big up to Emma for going on Northern Kings and sticking up for me there, and enough respect for her. You know, that's a proper good friend. Some of the shit she's been through, and some of that's really, you know when you've been tested in life, when you've been through the shit and you come out of it and you haven't buckled. And she's been through it, she's still going through it. You know, and I got enough respect for that woman. I think there's some of these men on here should grow the same balls. And PD, if you want to come to Thailand, you said you want to come out here, I'll happily meet you. Happily meet you. You're not as big as I thought you was. I think your head's bigger than half your body. PD, I don't fucking trust you. That's why I recorded your messages. Well, I didn't record them, I screen recorded them, and I put them up online. If you want to go and doorstep Axel, do it. No, I don't care. Do it or don't do it. I know I got a feeling that you were hoping that I would get behind you, or you're trying to set me up in some way. And Liz, she managed to call a number which was in Emma's iMessages, which was hacked. The screenshots are there, the evidence proved it. So how did Liz get access to somebody's number who Emma knows, who's not even on YouTube? Work that one out, man. So what are you lot doing? You're all in a fucking gang. I never thought I'd say that. I always used to laugh when Dr. Rappel used to say that, but it's fucking true. You lot have got together and you're all colluding together with hackers, with people that are attacking houses, with other kinds of misinformation, and people that want to attack me. You know, it's all going to fucking come out. And again, another attack has happened again today. No police have been called. So who are the fucking police informants? And Anne and the he-man, she-man, you use people like that who used to work in a police station, sitting next to coppers, working with coppers, maybe not an official copper, but pretty much as close you can get to being a copper, to be your voice of reason, to be your voice of legitimacy, to be your voice, your podcaster, to be your fair play woman, man. No, you couldn't get any close to having a copper on your side than that. It's even more closer than a PCSO. They're probably granted to more information than PCSOs are. The PCSOs are like little scouts for the old bill. PD, You just came onto a group call just now, and as soon as you heard my name off, you ran for the hills. You fucking, what's they call it? You handicapped bastards, that's what they say. Oh, and by the way, you got, not living here, not live here. Huh? I'll just go a quick scroll back for the comments. And humble, like if you're gonna send if you're like the Godfather and you drink from $400 bottles of champagne, I would suggest that the people around you that that look up to you, I think you should prove to them that you can get your own hands dirty and meet me one-on-one. Otherwise, the people around you, they might lose respect for you if you're this big, hard, mafia don. Because what happens is, if you show any weakness that you can't lead your pack, then the pack will turn on you in this game. So you better, step up, meet me one-on-one, rather than threaten to stick bullets in my head. And I don't care, I've had a pretty much legitimate fucking threat of someone, because he's actually sent me pictures of his gun before. No, you forgot about that, did you? And he's in the same area, so he's, if he's got hands and he's got that access to that thing, then he's very capable of doing it. So fair play, bring it on. I've got to go now. I've got real life stuff to do, even though this is probably in my real life. It could be the end of my life. Later in a bit.